Mus, that was a stressful one for you guys tonight. That it shouldn't have been stressful, right?
I mean, yeah, we didn't play the way we wanted, especially defensively because we score a lot, but defensively we didn't have the intensity we should have. We make them confident, but then after they start to hit some crazy shots, so we make the game difficult. But they play good tonight, to be honest with you. They really play new, they compete, and they play. We just found a way to win at the end, but it was difficult.
You returned from the injury in the previous game, but your true comeback was tonight, 18 points. You tied your second highest scoring game since the 2002 to 22 to 23 season. How do you feel tonight in general?
I mean, I felt pretty good. You know, even last game, if I didn't have these numbers and everything, I was feeling my body pretty good. Today also. So that's just the most important thing for me, is to be healthy and feel good on my body, and the rest is just about rhythm. You know, we don't have time to practice, obviously. So I found my rhythm 2 games. So for sure, the first game was a little bit shaky, but now I feel pretty good.
The crowd once again sang your name. At the moment when you were going to the bench, they loved your dunks, they loved your assists, they loved your blocks. In general, there are many things to love in your game. What do you like the most about the things you provide to Olympiacos? What's your favorite?
I think it's my playmaking. You know, I like to make things easy for everybody. You know, to have easy layups or create easy opportunity for my teammates, and you make everybody feel comfortable and feel unbeatable. So I like this feeling.
Tonight, you weren't that much of a playmaker. You were much of a finisher. You finished the plays. You didn't miss a 2-pointer. You dunked a lot of times. Is it my idea, or you haven't been this aggressive for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, last time I felt aggressive like this was last year. You know, because obviously when I came back from my injury after 4 months and a half, I didn't feel the same. So it took me time, and after I had a setback again with my groin. So obviously I wasn't in a bad situation to be aggressive. So I was just trying to fit in and help the team to just get through the games and everything. But now if I start to feel better, for sure I will start to be more aggressive.
This is what I wanted to ask. Do you think that sometimes perhaps you are not as aggressive as you should have been, that you don't finish many plays inside the basket, yet sometimes you look that you're a pass-first center instead of a finish-first center?
I'm a pass first center for sure. That's obvious, but for sure sometimes I can be more aggressive. I didn't felt comfortable to be it, but tonight I felt comfortable to be. So if my body start to react the same way, I will start to be as much as aggressive as possible every game.
This is the end for the first leg of the regular season in the EuroLeague. 11 wins, 2 more than last season in the first leg. How do you assess? How do you evaluate what Olympiacos is doing so far? What do you think is a priority to correct in your team's game?
I mean, we're doing well since we are in tie in the first place for the ranking. So obviously we have good results. But to be honest, I think we don't play as good as our potential. You know, I think we can improve a lot in the passing game. Sometimes we are inconsistent. Often in the second quarter, the intensity drop down and we let the team get comfortable and everything. So we need to fix that. We need to improve defensively, because sometimes we are too passive, and we need to really play unselfish all game, because sometimes we play amazing basketball, sometimes we just start to shoot every time. So we just need to find consistency, and when we're going to find it, I think we're going to be really good.
Your friend Iván was the one that basically gave the big push to the win in crunch time with his 2 baskets. There are a lot of things written and said about his contribution, but how is it actually witnessing this on the floor?
I mean, I played with him many times, so
yeah, you have witnessed this kind of stuff a lot of times.
Yeah, to me, it's just nothing new. But for sure, I think we needed. That's what we was missing. A guy who can, get aggressive at the end, finish the game, and everything. So it's good to having in the team.
And to finish our interview, because Dan is going to kill me. You obviously were you watching the game of Panathinaikos against Baskonia last night live?
Yeah, I was watching the game, obviously. That's pictures I didn't want to see. I think nobody...
And to hear, I have to say, because that was also painful, to see and hear the screams.
Yeah, that was... nobody want to see that. First of all, even if he wasn't my friend, I will still feel terrible to see. It doesn't matter who it is. but especially because it was Matias, and I know how hard he plays every time, how hard he won it and everything. So feel very bad for him, So I just check on him, know if he's okay and everything, and I hope he's going to be back soon. I saw it was like 4 months, they say. That's what they say. So to be honest, I was expecting worse. So when it was 4 months, I was like, basically it's like my injury, so you can come back from it, So I wish him the best. I wish him a speedy recovery, no setback, and I hope he's going to be back on the floor soon.
Vezenkov and Fournier that combined for the majority of their points here in the last game. Doing so again, foul twisting and turning and tormenting. Multiple injuries this season, but the big man moving smoothly now. And tying McCormack in knots from 10 down to 2 ahead. Foul! The flying freight train. Mustapha Fal up to 6 points in 6.5 minutes. Having come back in to replace Milutinov. Fal again, oh what a pass! And Shaq McKissick says together we... Look at this pass from Fal. Eyes in the back of his head. And the springs in the sneakers of McKissick. In 17 minutes, only 4 in Olympiacos. Yet it's still only a 2-point game. Dorsey off to Fal. Oh, Mustapha Fal! Body hitting the floor. But how incredible the shot to keep his concentration on the way down. Mustapha Fal is putting on a clinic. Fal tipping it away from McCormack to keep it in possession. Vezenkov had to just get inside of the baseline to avoid the turnover, and Fal will throw it down one more. Here's yet another Mustapha Fal two-handed hammer. Fournier with the assist that time, his first of the game. Sasha Vezenkov with the 3 makes it an 8-point lead, and Mustapha Fal tells Άλμπα to take it somewhere else.